Hi there. We're continuing our voyage through the Psalms, the Tehillim, the praises in Hebrew, and we're in Psalm 78. That in Hebrew numeral system is Ein Chet. Ein is 70, Chet is 8. And we're reading the third part of 4 from this psalm, and we're reading from verses 56 to 64. So we've been tracing through this psalm. The singer's been singing about the waywardness of Israel and the way that she just didn't seem to be able to get behind what God was calling her to. And here in verses 56 to 64, it gets no better. Because now Israel is in the promised land. He's got to the stage where Israel has come into the land that God has given her, but she still manages to rebel against the Lord. And now she builds the high places because she's now surrounded by the peoples of the land who are into their idolatry and their Baalim and their Asherah poles and so on. They take to doing that as well, and instead of worshipping the Lord in his sanctuary, in the place that he's designated, they go and they worship and they burn incense on the high places. This becomes a real issue for Israel, and they make carved images like the people around them. And it says that God was so annoyed with them, so angry with them, that he actually left his dwelling place. He left his Mishkan is the word, the dwelling place, the place where he resided at Shiloh. And Shiloh was the place where we remember the story from the first part of Samuel, where Eli and his sons Pinchas and Hophni were the priests there, and they were doing terrible things. And Eli died, and Pinchas and Hophni died, and the presence of God left Israel. The ark was stolen by the Philistines, and it fell into the enemy's hand, and the people of Israel were defeated. And they fell into a place of great oppression, particularly under the Philistines. And this is the awful reality of the people who are supposed to be God's people. These are supposed to be the people covenanted to God. But of course, they are dust, like all of us, like all human beings. We are dust. We may have gold woven into us, but actually there's something so fragile about us that we're needing to constantly hear and listen to the story. This is why the singer is singing this song. He's inviting the generations that follow to learn salutary lessons from what happened to the Israelites. Let us learn as well, and let us desire the presence, the face of God. Let us not move against his face, but let's desire his presence so that he will be among us. And of course, Jesus himself is now the tabernacle. Jesus himself is not a tent anymore. Jesus himself, we read in the end of Revelation that Jesus is the temple of the new city, and that the tabernacle of God, the dwelling place of God, is with men, and that's found in the person of Messiah Jesus. Have a good day.